All right, we are live on Facebook now. What's up, guys? It is February 1st. January is in the books. That's right, Thursday, February 1st, 2018. What's up? Let's hop right into it, guys. Naptown weather forecast. As I said, it's getting nasty again. Stupid winters refusing to go away. Only about another month of this type of stuff, though. A month and a half. Let's see what that little hedgehog does. Huh? Better say, hey, goodbye, right? Anyway, up to the 40s, then it's going to get cooler in the 20s. 30s over the weekend. Snow, slush, whatever. All that fun stuff. It's not keeping the food trucks out, though. Serendipity up at Next Gear Cafe today for lunch as well. Dizzy Izzy is at the River Birch Elementary PTO Family Fun Night out in Avon from 6 to 8 p.m. tonight. I do not know if that's open to the public or not, but if you're there, check it out. Let us know. Of course, being February now, we are into Black History Month, and today is actually called National Freedom Day. It celebrates the freedom from slavery. It also recognizes that America is a symbol of liberty. It honors the signing by Abraham Lincoln of a joint House and Senate resolution that later became the 13th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. So check that out. Good history lesson for you. And I'll have another history lesson if you guys like local history. I'll get to that towards the end here. If you were following along yesterday on Twitter, you probably already seen what I'm going to be talking about, but we'll get to that in a minute. Mix it up a little bit today. Get the blog roundup first. Indie Hub, Indie Child, Doug Carr at Martech, Randy Clark over at TKO, and then Town Post. Again, if you guys know any blogs around indie, let us know. It doesn't have to be a business. It can be individuals. Just I haven't spotted many folks actually actively blogging lately. Of course, right now, if you're on Facebook, you can leave us a comment in the chat. We're watching that. Let us know. Head on over to sports. Of course, you can go to NaptownBuzz.com, front page. Every morning we do the sports roundup. Of course, there were some late ones like Purdue, so they didn't get in today. But we will run you through what happened last night. Butler Bulldogs pulled out a win. See, Butlers, they're sitting here at 5th in the Big East, but they could actually pop up to the top. I did not think that was going to be the case here a little bit ago, but they are 16-7, 2 games back, but they've already beaten number 1 Villanova, which is number 1 in the entire country. They lost Xavier by, 7 points a few weeks ago. But they have both of those guys coming up here in the next 2 weeks. Butler won those games. They could easily be right up here at the top, towards the top. So Bulldogs, your tourney hopes are still looking good. Notre Dame, not so much. 13-9, 12th in ACC. Whole streak of losses. They kick off. Yeah, Butler, they're playing. What day are they playing? Everybody's playing Saturday, I believe. So Butler's playing at noon on Fox Sports 1. Notre Dame is playing at noon on ESPN. This is all on Saturday. Purdue Boilermakers playing at 4 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. That's at Rutgers. That's Saturday as well. And IU. What time is IU? It's the big game for IU. ESPN. 8:15 against Michigan State. Anyway, the Boilers last night, of course, they pulled out the 18th win in a row. 22-2 overall. Boilers are just tearing it up. Of course, first place, Ohio State's right behind them, and Michigan State in third. IU sitting here in the middle. Not looking too good for the Hoosiers. Don't even know if NIT is going to happen. We shall see. Pacers were in action last night. They won 105 to 101 beat the Memphis Grizzlies. 3-0 on the homestand. And they play Charlotte Friday night. Of course, they beat Charlotte on Monday, so maybe they can pull another win there. Right now, that popped them back up to the 6th spot. Head of Milwaukee, Boston, of course, still at the top. 2-game winning streak for those guys. Head on over to the Indianapolis Indians news. We got the Pittsburgh Pirates. They traded Cash and left-hand pitcher Daniel Zamora to the New York Mets for left-hand pitcher Josh Smoker. Smoking. Or how fast that guy pitches, right? So that's your news for the Pirates organization. Of course, you see all these guys at some point usually down here with the Tribe. Head on over to events. Of course, we mentioned this the other day. Bullitt County, Friday night at Irving Theater. And then Saturday, they are up at Flick's Brew House in Carmel. Never been to Flick's Brew House. You guys check that out. Let us know what's up with that. What's the setup? Of course, Conner Prairie, as I said, is Black History Month. They have Black Hoosiers Untold Tales. That's February 3rd, February 10th, 17th, and 24th. So that would be what, every Saturday this month, correct? Yeah. So go check that out. Of course, all this is on naptownbuzz.com/directory/events. If you have an event to add, click this little button here. Those of you listening to the podcast, we have a button on the site. Go there, click on it, add an event. We will get it posted, get it out to folks. What's so funny, Cheryl? I see you laughing there. Around Indy, Bob Birchfield, he has Mamma Mia, Beef and Boards, the Fort Wayne RV and Camping Show, Coliseum Classic Basketball at the State Fairgrounds, Sound of Music at IU in Bloomington, and $5 First Thursday at Children's Museum. Other events, I think we mentioned this a few weeks ago, but keep this on your radar. February 19th through March 4th. Savor Downtown Indy's coming up. Here's your whole list of restaurants that are involved with that. Of course, last night we got to do a little preview over at Hoagies and Hops. It's there in with Flat 12. It's pretty close to Woodruff Place. Just east of downtown there, but had a beer, first beer I've had in a while. And they have these beet deviled eggs. Of course, the hoagie, I ate it too fast. It was good. But check that place out. Just look at our other pictures here we took. Yeah, I've had an obsession with the car wash lately. That all you can wash it, Crew Car Wash. Pretty fun. IRT, of course, went out there last weekend for Romeo and Juliet. These pictures here with the Machu Picchu, they are doing the international area out there on the west side. They're doing, so you check out their dishes, a bunch of fish. This is some ceviche, potatoes, fish soup. This beverage reminds you of Christmas. It was a lot of I think it might have been cranberry with cloves and cinnamon and some flan. I mean, Machu Picchu and all those guys in the international district, they are having like a sort of like a Savor Downtown type deal. We'll get you more info as soon as we have that. Of course, the Leader Crons that we're part of, they're doing the dough raiser this week over at Uno's on Southport Road. So that's, if you know where the Super Target is, Kohl's, all that stuff, it's in that strip there. February 4th to 1st, support the Singer Fest, which the Singer Fest is coming up in May. It's where a bunch of the singing societies from all the surrounding states, Sochi districts, what they're called, they'll be downtown Indianapolis, Union Station, all around that area. So we'll get you more info as that comes along. That's in April. And crime news local to here. I don't know if you guys caught this. Was this a couple days ago, I guess. Mark Leonard. I didn't see the results of what happened here, but guess he died the other day. This is the guy in Richmond Hill. He and his brother decided to blow the house up. I am like miles away from where this happened, and it woke me up. Of course, I will never forget that night. I was watching a Notre Dame football game, and my lazy boy asleep. I wasn't asleep after that. Should have pulled up some of the pictures. I went over there and took pictures that night. It was kind of crazy. But anyway, this guy is dead now. He and his brother had life sentences. Whole bad situation. Killed the couple over there. Bad deal. Okay, to the history lesson I was telling you guys about. Yesterday, went to the thrift store. Found a book. See if you guys can see this here. USS Indianapolis. Only 317 survived. 880 men died. So this little book, it's basically bios on a lot of the survivors, all the survivors, and their stories for the ones that they could get stories from and whatnot. Which, open this up, and actually the front of it is signed by the guy that, I don't know if you can see that, guy that put it together and one of their survivors. So my mom told me these guys used to sit in the city market signing these sort of books all the time. The guy who signed this, he died 5 years ago from what I could tell. James E. O'Donnell. Says he was part of the fire department as well around here. But anyway, what stuck out with me with this was the number 317, right? That's the area code in Indianapolis. So I'm like, okay, this was 1945. So I decided, hey, let me look up what year were area codes instituted. That would be 1947. So I'm like, okay, this can't just be a coincidence. You know, we had 317 guys survive, and area codes don't seem to make any sense at all. Not like zip codes start at 0 over on the East Coast and go up to 9s out west, right? Area codes are just random. So anyway, I was like, okay, is this a coincidence? Put it up on Facebook too. I was talking to my mom last night. She said that my great aunt always told everyone that it was indeed set up that way because of the USS Indianapolis. So, haven't been able to find that documented yet. Haven't had time to do a lot of research, but that is what the family history says. And they've been around here forever. Well, 2, 3 generations. Well, gosh, probably 4 generations of us now, I guess. 5. We've been in Indy around this area a long time. So, anyway, that is the deal there. If I find out more, I'll let you know. One thing, though, it's like in school, I remember ever doing one local project, and it was find out something about your neighborhood, which mine was something else. Maybe we'll go into that some other time. But, anyway, I don't even remember much about Indiana history. We'd have like, okay, here's a week lesson or whatever, and we went to the State Museum. But there's no real local knowledge given to the kids, it seems. It's like, well, it's not a standardized testing. It's not going to help you get into Yale or whatever. No one cares what happened in Indiana. So maybe I'll start focus on more local stuff, because there's a lot of stuff that I know that I'm sure no one has a clue about. Anyway, off that soapbox, if there's something you want to know about Indy, like a building or just anything in general, let me know. And if I know, I will let you know. If I don't know, I will try to research it. Anyway, there we go. There's that. Also, on other national days, it's National Bake Alaska Day. I have not had one of these forever. I'd rather have a Charities Jubilee, though, if I'm going to set my dessert on fire. It's also a National Serpent Day. You Slytherins in the Harry Potter world are going to love today, right? Yes, I made a Harry Potter reference. 2 days in a row. It's National Get Up Day. Share inspiring stories of perseverance. And the final day, it's National Texas Day. Everything's bigger in Texas. So that we got through that, I will leave you with some odd news. Let's kick us back to like the old Utter Oddcast days for those of you that were around for that. We're going to do the topic of monkeys today. Yes, monkeys. Cheryl, I'm sure you're going to love this, right? All right. First up, Paris Zoo reopens after 50 escaped baboons were found. 50. Wow. This was last weekend. So anyway, they got out. It took 60 firefighters, 20 police officers, and the zoo staff to capture all these baboons. Yes, baboons aren't monkeys, but that's a story for somebody else, right? As far as we care, it's monkeys. Anyway, that is pretty darn funny. Says they weren't near people, but they closed the zoo for a while. Monkeys are running wild, which I don't know, a few years ago, if you guys ever saw, there was a video where this kid's going by, was it India, where monkeys are like all over the place, just running around the streets. This kid gave the monkey a bird, and the monkey like drop kicked him or whatever, attacked the kid. Good stuff, right? Other bunky news, BMW and Daimler move against executives. They did diesel tests, like diesel fume tests on some monkeys. That didn't go over too well. Volkswagen was involved with this as well, apparently. So all the German car companies doing monkey testing still. A lot of folks won't be too happy with you over that. Final monkey news. China, they're cloning the monkeys. What? Of course, I saw other reports. People are like, oh my gosh, humans are next. And Cheryl, I see that you left comments, but they're not popping up on my screen for some reason. So, I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, yes, Chinese are cloning the monkeys. My kid saw this picture and was like, oh, they're so cute. And like, how do you explain that to a kid? Like, well, they're real monkeys, but they're fake monkeys. Oh, the things we do as parents, right? But anyway, that's what's up. They're up to, what was it, years ago? Llamas, sheeps, whatever the heck they were cloning. Now they're doing monkeys. Final bit of housekeeping here. If you guys are on iTunes, I don't know if anyone still uses iTunes, but our podcast has been on iTunes forever. So today, this is the 18th one we've released this year, which I know is a lot more than we used to do. We used to do it as a weekly show, and then we went sporadic. You get a lot of shows in May, and then anyway, this year so far, today's the 18th show. We only list the top 10 because we don't assume anyone's going to go wanting to listen to old shows. If you do, you can download it on the website. Go to the podcast link. They're all still available, just not in the feed here. But anyway, you can head on over to iTunes. If you don't have a different RSS reader, go download Naptown Buzz. That's all I have for you today. Of course, if you guys want to get a hold of us, our address is P.O. Box 39178. That's in Indianapolis, 46239. Give us a call on the buzz line, 317-891-4627. You can always email us, naptownbuzz@gmail.com. And we're always checking the Twitter at NaptownBuzz. Catch you guys later.